Hello friends, I'm going to tell you one of the most popular Georgian fairy tales about Natsarqeqia, the ashlad. There are similar fairy tales apparently in the Norse and different cultures, but this is a Georgian version of ashlad called Natsarqeqia, ash digger. It was not. Once upon a time, there was a poor family of brothers. Older brothers worked day and night, but the youngest brother only cared about keeping the hearth fire on and playing around in the ash. He did nothing but dig through the ash looking for treasure. One day the brothers had enough. Get out of our house, we do not want a lazy bum in our house, and find your own way in life. If you find it, well, and if you die, die far away from it. So they packed up his supplies, a giant bag full of ash, a Georgian cheese called çintiqveli, which is full of water and butter. It's really juicy. And his trusty stick he used to dig through the ash through, and one giant needle, and send him on his way. He walked long and he walked far, and he came across a giant river that he couldn't cross. So his lazy self decided I'm going to stay here and wait for someone to take me over. And sooner or later, from the other side of the river, a giant ogre came forth, the Devi, Devi, giant cannibal, man-eating beast, who started drinking water from the river. Natsarqeqia, fearless, called him over. Hey, you little boy, come over and take me across the river because I do not want to wet my legs. The giant, dumb, but still having enough reason to be confused. Why is this little flea of a man telling me what to do? I could crush him with my little pinky finger. How dare he refer to me like that? And the giant looked forth and said, Who are you, little man, to tell me what to do? Little man, Natsarqeqia, the ashlad, looked him in the eyes and told him, I am ashlad, Natsarqeqia, digger through fire and ash. I, with this tiny little stick, can cut through mountains. I defeated gods and warriors greater than you, and you are but a flea in my path. But if you want to live, come across and take me over this river. The giant's like, Who is this foolish man? How dare he insult me? If you're so strong, show me your power. So Natsarqeqia told him, All right, let's test our speed. Who can run the fastest and create the biggest dust storm is greatest of us. So the Devi started running across the riverbed, bumbling and fumbling, throwing rocks around with his legs, but no dust storm was created. So, meanwhile, ashlad, Natsarqeqia, pierced his bag of ashes and started running around and created a giant ash cloud. Devi was impressed. Oh my God, he is truly the fastest of all of us. So Natsarqeqia was like, let's test our strength. Which one of us can juice a rock by crushing it is the strongest. So Devi grabbed the biggest rock he could find and crushed it into dust in his hand. But Natsarqeqia from his pocket took his cheese, crushed the cheese, and a bunch of water came out. Devi was shocked. Oh, he must be truly this powerful. He went over the river and grabbed him and put him on his shoulders to take across. But when he took him on his shoulders, he realized how light he truly was. Shocked, Devi said, If you're this powerful, if you're this strong, how can I lift you so easily? Natsarqeqia looked at him and said, Well, my friend, I'm so heavy, if I walked on this earth with my true weight, I would fall into the underworld. So God ties magical invisible ropes around me and lifts me up so I don't crush his earth. Devi said, that sounds logical. Can you ask God to let you go a little bit so I can get a taste of your true weight? All right, he called upon God. Hey, God, loosen up the rope. I want to show this guy how heavy I truly am. Meanwhile, he took out his needle and jammed it into his neck. Devi in pain screamed, "Oh, please, God, stop this man. Hoist him up again. I will be crushed under his weight." So Natsarqeqia took out his needle and they continue on their path. Devi decided to invite this powerful god hero into his house. So they put on chadi and fire, which is like Georgian cornbread. And while chadi was being fried, Devi said, "I'm going to go out and hunt for meat. You be careful, Natsarqeqia. Be sure to flip chadi over so both sides fry equally." Natsarqeqia, of course, chadi made for a Devi is a giant dish, and Natsarqeqia is still a little guy, even for a human. So he struggled, and he couldn't flip it over. And one big push, and the whole frying pan fell on top of him. Before he was crushed by the heat and weight, Devi came back home and took the frying pan off. And he was like, "Why were you under this frying pan?" Natsarqeqia told him, "Oh, my belly got cold and I decided to put the frying pan over my chest, so I got warm." Devi was shocked, but all right. They continued their feast. But Devi, while eating his meat, he sneezed, and the wind that it created threw Natsarqeqia up into the air. Thinking on his feet in the air, Natsarqeqia grabbed onto the load-bearing beam and told Devi, "How dare you sneeze in front of me? I'm going to take this little stick and beat you with it." Devi was shocked. It is the load-bearing beam. Even I struggled putting it up there while building this house. How can he use it like a stick? He was scared. He ran off with his family, never to be seen again. Natsarqeqia, the ashlad, got Devi's fortune and his castle, called his brothers over and told them that this is your house as long as you do not bother me digging in my ash. So this is the story of Natsarqeqia.